Hello, I'm Jack. This is April 2024 and there's a lot going on. But somebody needs to look after Flash if we're to go anywhere.
Flash, I'm taking you to Becca's and you've got to be a good boy while we're away. Are you going to be a good boy, Flash? Yes, Dad, I love Becca and I'm going to be very, very good.
So off we went to Portugal for Bronwyn's 60th birthday. Mike had worked really hard to get everything ready, and it was like a reunion of the gang from the 80s back in Camden Town, all mature and sophisticated.
Oh, Chris! Chris, I love Chris!
John Sheen, I can't believe I've got another bad beat. 10 through 10.
The Cotswolds were looking lovely in the springtime. We went off for a couple of lunches. Look at all these honey-coloured buildings. So this is near Stow-on-the-Wold. And we also went on to Cotswolds for an ice meal before going on to our garden centre. That's our idea of a hot date. I rode over to see Roy and Karma on my bike. I wondered if they were going to serve lamb chops, but no, it was tuna, and Karma's garden's looking wonderful, as is her Karma tree, yes. Down to Swansea to see the boys, Mr. Eccles in the observatory, which meant I could check up on my old house. Then down to the Pilot with Griff and Chris for a few pints.
Swansea Bay, doesn't it look beautiful? Grey on grey, but girls, there's a special treat for you all. There, look at that handsome boy, look how lovely he is.
This is Griff's old stomping ground at the end of the pier, and this is my old stomping ground at the end of the pier, the old rowing club. Guess where we're going?
Come on, you swans!
Yes, and the Swans won, so on to the Queen's and a nice Chinese meal, and then next morning went down to Langland for breakfast with Mr. Sanna.
Right, believe it or not, this is not Wasili, Langland. Doesn't look like Langland, looks like one huge, enormous bay, and here we are. I think we're coming into the bay. See the huts? Here's the Surfside Cafe, my favourite cafe. And if you look hard enough, you find these local characters. Oh, look at that! Look, what?
And now the best view in the beach.
Oh.
I think that's put me off my supper. And then right at the end of the month, down to Devon to see Catherine and Philip. We had a great time. There are videos on these longer trips.
Look, everybody, it's Mick Jagger!
It's Johnny Rock and Roll, man! It's Johnny Rock and Roll!
And his friend, Kate Bush! It's perfect.
Well done, Philip. I think this is called Thatcher's Rock or something. We had a great time. The big news in the garden is that spring came at least a month early. We've had numerous trips to the garden centre and Mel has shown true grit. Yes, grit and soil improver, and she's been working away really hard. And what's more, things are coming up beautifully. Look at this cherry blossom here. And all the flowers, the tom thumbs, things we planted a couple of years ago, all coming good.
Okay, Mel, what's your plant of the month?
My plant of the month is this lovely Choicea tonata.
Would you like to explain yourself?
Well, the flowers are just really delicate and the new leaves are a bright waxy green, and I just think it's doing its thing very well.
Good. Now my plant of the, well, this is my plant of the month. It's a new Acer. It's growing like Billy-O.
It's not all been going Mel's way, because yes, the hedge is coming on, but we have a terrible new enemy, pigeons. They've decimated our cherry blossom. They eat all the little buds. This is what wisteria is supposed to look like, and this is what ours look like. And now we put seed down on the garden, on the lawn. They've had a real good old go at that. And this is where they live, and we can't get to them. Here's Mel at the bottom of the garden. The apple blossom is coming out. She's done a great job. Well done, Mel. Now then, I thought I'd have a new section, reviews. 9 out of 10. Yes, great film, full of farting jokes. We love farting jokes. The talk on mushrooms, pretty earnest, but I learnt all about context. That was good. 3 out of 10 at the theatre. Hammy acting, and I didn't think a particularly good script. I'm watching Rings of Power for a second time. I know what's going on now. Quite enjoying it. And I've read a book. Yes, a whole book. I'm very proud of myself. Learnt a lot. And Gary got me this travel book. I'd like to do the things that are in this travel book.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jack. Happy Happy birthday to you.
Ooh, now what could this be? I tell you what, it's a bit of a whopper. God blimey, could it be a lopper? Highly recommended.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Mel. Thank you very
Telescopic, don't you know?
much. Oh, that makes it even better.
Top boy of the month has to be Daniel for this very thoughtful gift. We went with Gordon and Jenny up to the top of the spanky new restaurant in Imperial Square. That was great.
Victoria Pavlova is eating the thing.
Yes.
Now, would you like me to sample it for you?
No,
Why not?
because it comes later with friends.
Oh,
You can cut into it like a birthday cake.
Marvellous.
so that was a magnificent cake-off. We went with Gary and Jackie to that play. The highlight, though, was the puddings.
The moose. There's a moose in the hoose.
That's my hope.
I'm going to finish on a passing of a generation. Mum passed away in February. Her sister Celia passed away in March. And middle sister Mary passed away in in April. So that's the three sisters all dying within a matter of weeks of each other. We won't see their likes again.